Here we go, back at it yet again with another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong and this is my first video of 2020. Yeah, I know, we're like 20 days in almost and it's taken me this long. I apologize for that. I was gonna take like 10 days off and then it turned into pretty much double that. And the crazy thing is, the last time I made a video, it was 2019 and I was a year younger. Well, I was 27, now I'm 28 because it was my birthday yesterday. So yeah, to celebrate the new year and I guess my birthday yesterday, please smack the like button real good. And let's get into the gaming news because we have some stuff to talk about regarding the PlayStation 5. Actually, we have a couple of different things to talk about regarding the PlayStation 5. One of those is the PlayStation 5's design. Yes, a new leak has come out of the console design. We're going to get to that in a second because the first thing is a really quick thing regarding the PlayStation 5's controller, because the French PlayStation site, yes, the official PlayStation France website, leaked an unannounced feature for the PlayStation 5 controller. Now, this information has now been taken off of the French PlayStation website, but some people did manage to get screenshots of the details regarding the PlayStation 5's controller, and the big thing right here is that the PS5 controller will be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4. What that means is you'll be able to use your PlayStation 5 controller with your PS4. Now, if I've got this right in my head, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're seeing something like this for the PlayStation, pretty much for any console out there ever. Because if you think about it, like, no consoles ever really have done this. Usually controllers just don't work with the old console that came out years before it because the technology changes way too quickly. But honestly, this is just a really cool feature. I think this is really awesome that it will be backwards compatible. Now, obviously this isn't confirmed finally by Sony or anything just yet, but it was on the PlayStation website over in France, like on the French website, so we can pretty much confirm it right there. So that is pretty cool, but that's not the only news we are talking about today, because as you guys know, I already mentioned this, that the PlayStation 5's console design has also been potentially leaked. Now, we all know that big V-shaped design for the dev kit and all, but this right here is something very different. It's an X-shaped. You can see it right here. Now, this was leaked just hours ago, like less than a day ago from what I'm seeing right here. Well, I have been sort of out of the loop, but from what I'm seeing, it's been less than a day since this was leaked. Now, you can see this mock-up right here, which actually makes me really interested into what this could be like. You can see the two USB ports at the front there. Now, the ventilation doesn't look like there is much, unless there's something on the other side we aren't seeing, which we're probably not seeing. There's probably a whole lot of ventilation on the other side, but here's a side profile of what we can see right here, and honestly, I don't know what to think of this design. It doesn't look like anything I'd really want. It is sleek, I guess, but honestly, at this point, I kinda like the Xbox Series X better, like the design of it at least, because it does look like something completely different. This sorta looks like just another PlayStation 4, just with a different design. And I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. Now, one thing to point out here is that this is an official image, like a mock-up that is coming from Sony. This was actually in plans for the PlayStation 5. Now, it isn't the final design, that's what's been stated, so we do know it's coming from Sony. We do know that they have looked at this shape, but it does seem that they aren't maybe going to go with this as the final design, or it could be something similar. Obviously, they will change little things here and there, and that's the reason why it may not be the final design, but it could end up being the actual design with a few minor changes to it. Now, personally, I'd actually rather see that V-shaped console that the dev kit is right now, because that's something way more different, something completely out there, something completely new and refreshing. So we've always just had these random little like rectangles and boxes and whatnot for our consoles. I think the V-shape, Sony should go with it. Let me know what you guys think down below, because honestly, looking at this thing right here, this isn't too exciting. It's just kind of an X, which is weird because Xbox and then PlayStation have a PS5, but it's an X. That would be weird. I don't know what's with all the shapes, V's, X's, and I guess a V's not really a shape. Well, it can be, but it's a letter. You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think regarding this console. I'm just looking at it right now and going, I don't know. It's not the coolest looking thing. It is sleek, as I said, but The Xbox Series X, it's something completely different. We really haven't seen it, I guess, besides the GameCube, anything like it before, and it looks kind of like a PC tower in a way, and it does look pretty cool. It would look kind of like a speaker or a sub next to your TV or something like that, but this thing's just nothing exceptional. It's just another console, and hopefully it isn't the final design of the PlayStation 5, but from what we are seeing, this is one of the console designs in the running, along with the dev kit design, which could be reimagined and just, I guess, made sleeker. I've said that word way too many times in this video, but yeah, as I said, let me know what you guys think regarding this. But we do have one final news report on today's show, and it is a short show today, guys. I'm just getting back into the groove of things, but we do have this report coming about CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk. Now, as you guys probably already know, a few days ago, like last week, I believe, Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed, and that kind of sucks, but you know what? It isn't the end of the world. But on top of just that sad news of the game being delayed, we have actually got some more information regarding the game and the future of the game, because the multiplayer portion of the game is actually going to be a pretty big part of the game. It's not just going to be all single player, which I'm looking forward to the story, honestly. That's the main thing I'm looking forward to. But CD Projekt Red expects that Cyberpunk 2077, its multiplayer, will release after 2021. So that means that the game is going to be coming out in 2020, and we won't see the multiplayer until over a year, maybe 2 years later. Now, I don't know what to think about this. The game, it's already been delayed. That's sad news. We can deal with that. But now they're telling us we got to wait another 1.5 to 2 years, and that's when we're going to get it. Because the game was originally meant to come out in 2020, like April 2020. Now we're getting into September 2020 for the single player, that is. And then we're going to have to wait until up to 2022 for the multiplayer to come out. This is some pretty sad news right here. I really don't know what to think about this right now. I am disappointed, but I guess they're just putting in a lot of work. I don't want them to rush it, and that's one of the big things that a lot of people were talking about with this game last week when it was delayed till September, is that it's good that they're not rushing the game out. And I 100% agree with that. Like, they can't be any more right with this decision over at CD Projekt Red with delaying the game like 6 months or so, or it's not even 6 months, it's a few extra months that they do get. And I think that's a good decision at the end of the day. Oh, actually, it's like 5 months. I'm just doing the math in my head. But it's a good decision that they're delaying the game. But then I feel like if the game comes out in September 2020 and we get like a year plus, like a 1.5 down the line, we get like in 2022, we end up getting the multiplayer, I feel like the hype might die down. People might not even jump back in. What's the point and all that? Like, it's a strange decision that they're even going with multiplayer if they know it's going to take them another 1.5 to 2 years. And yeah, I guess my hype for the game is slowly dying, and I think that's a good thing, because then my hype's gonna die down and I have lower expectations, and I think that's a good thing at the end of the day. So I'm trying to see the silver lining here, but I am slowly getting more and more disappointed with this, but I know the game's gonna be pretty good, so I can't really complain. But let me know what you guys think about this. It is sort of sad news that we have to wait until up to 2022 for the multiplayer portion of this game, even though we are most likely all looking forward to the single player mostly. So yeah, anyway guys, that does it for today's video. It is my first video back in 2020. Well, it's my first video of 2020, I should say. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, everybody. You guys were amazing on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. You guys were just throwing those happy birthdays out there, and I was just like, holy crap, like, you guys are amazing. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.